浮世の風景は幾千年も変わらないというの。人の世とはこうも。
Hey, what's up, Clara? How you doing, man? Great, great. Glad to hear that.
そばに誰もいない以上、私の普遍を引き立たせるだけ。
For who? If you're worried for them, you should let them. You should let them know. Just straight up tell them what you think, man. No way to do it. You can't think of a, can't think of a good way to do it, then just do it. A new content creator, they've been through a lot, stress lately, and they're trying not to lose their mind. So, okay. Now there are many stages to being a content creator, right? Now, for most people, for most people who get into content creation, and once it starts taking off, that's generally when you wanna push it really hard, right? Like once your content starts taking off, once you start to gain, like to see a rapid increase in viewership, yeah, I guess in viewership and engagements and etc. That's generally the best time to step on the gas. But that is also one of the hardest things to try to, one of the most difficult changes, the most difficult sudden changes to try and adjust to. Because not only will you feel like, especially if you don't do it, if, before then you didn't do it full time yet. So you're gonna be used to your routine, where you do your actual work or school, if you're a student, and in your off time, that's when you take care of content creation stuff. Oh hey, what's up, Jace? I broke someone's nose. Interesting news. I'm all right. Just a little sad that I haven't been able to stream a lot lately because there's just nothing to do in the game. The only excuse that I've been able to come up with on like why I'm streaming tonight is the event is finally the mini game event is finally fully open, fully unlocked, and the banners, the Sigewinne Furina banners, just got released. I think it was yesterday. Also, how'd you break their nose? Some guy just my friend. Oh, well. Well, then they had it coming to them.
みんながそばにいてくれれば傷なんて
師匠の技を食らいなさい。
稲光すなわち永遠なり。
Especially if they dissed your friend for no reason, right? Or if it was just straight up bullying, then yeah, they had it coming to them. Hey, what's up, Scarlet Skies? Where are you going to try getting in the new banners? Hello, hello. No one. I don't want Sigewinne, and I already have Furina. So, no. What I'm most excited for now is a Yelan rerun. I'm very excited for a Yelan rerun that I could finally get C1. And hope C2 would be awesome, but C1 I would be very happy with already. Emily, I am a little curious about because I heard that she is off-field. She's an off-field Dendro character, and we don't have a lot of off-field Dendro characters. In fact, so sure, I guess. Well, technically, a lot of our Dendro characters are off-field. Even the free ones, right? Like Kali, Dendro MC, and well, technically Yao Yao can be free if you choose her during Lantern, right? But then like we don't really like it's like Nahida and then everybody else. That's sort of the situation. So if Emily can be can dish out like somewhere close to Nahida's personal damage, and apply about as much Dendra as Nahida can, or more, even more would be cool, but not as strong a Dendro application as Nahida, you know, because like Nahida applies like 2 units of Dendro, so it's really hard to swirl other like swirlable elements once you have Dendro on them. Once you have Nahida's Dendro on them. So if Emily has most of what Nahida does, but slightly less, not slower, but slightly less Dendro application, I think she would be a lovely addition to any account. Also, hello Ems, what's up, man? What does C1 Yelan do? C1 Yelan gives you another charge of her skill. Essentially, it slightly helps out with energy situation. With her, well, she doesn't have any energy issues really, because like everybody gets the Fav Bow for free. So like if you're having any energy issues, just put Fav Bow on her, give her a few ER substats, and that's it, right? Like no more problem with energy. My problem is I want to put Elegy on her, which I already do because I already have C1 on my second account, but I want the same thing on my main account, and I want slightly less, like slightly more. I don't have Elegy on my third account, but I just want a bit more energy freedom on my third account. Oops. I still just, I don't know what it is, but like, I just can't seem to get used to, like controlling which direction I dash into using during Clorinde's infusion. I don't know. No matter what I do, I just can't. Maybe it's just a skill issue, I guess. Did I just get hit? Oh. You know what? I'm just being stubborn. I'm just gonna use this. Also, I gotta go. Need to sleep. I got some plans to go to the gym tomorrow. Good night, y'all. See ya. I'm gonna just leave like, I'll leave like, oh, hey, thanks, Jace. Appreciate it, man. And thanks for stopping by. Yeah, good night, man. Did my profile picture change or is it still the same? Honestly, I'm not sure, man, because it's like, I don't know if I'm just stupid or like if there's, oh, wait, there's a go to channel option now. Wait, didn't that used to be there? Because like I remember a couple of weeks ago, I tried clicking on somebody's name and that option did not come out anymore. But then I was so confused that time because like I was very sure that it was like there already way back then. And then like here it is now again. Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, Ems, I'm sorry. I've never been able to actually properly look at your profile picture until now. It's purple. And I think I remember it was green before. Is the Philippines hotter than usual right now? I don't think I can speak for the entire Philippines, but at least in my city, and I guess in general, like in this region, in the region I live in, it is no. I wouldn't say it's hotter than usual. I'd say it's actually cooler than the average. By usual, I don't think I could say usual like you. Oh dear, usual because like I can't exactly remember how hot or not hot it is this time of year. But as for the cooler than average, then that I can say that I can confirm. I just jumped into that one. It was also going away from me, and I just figured, what's gonna happen if I jump? I'm not gonna hit it, am I? No. And then it did. Oh, what? Oh my god, this is annoying. I don't get this mini game, by the way, because like you have hearts, so it makes you think like, is it game over if you lose all your hearts? But apparently no, it's not game over. You just get more hearts. Like you lose the like glowy thing on the side of your screen, like the aura, whatever it is. And I don't even know what that means. Oh, hello. What's up, Clutron? How you doing, man? Temperature outside reaches 50 degrees. Sorry, where in the Philippines? Honestly, I don't know, because like nobody, at least that I know of, it has a thermometer to measure temperature, the ambient temperature where I am. Oh, come on. I just... Oops, oops. But I gotta say, it has been, I wouldn't say rainy, but compared to what was happening here for the last few months, the weather's a lot better than how it was or in the last few months. The weather here's been awful the last few months. It's crazy how hot it's been. Like, and even on days that it's not sunny, like you clearly see that it's cloudy. But no, it still feels like I'm like right under the sun at noon. Oh, I got hit. And I don't get it. Like, why did Hoyo's devs spend so much time, effort, and passion into creating the really cool elemental system that they have in Genshin? And like, in the end, this is all Hoyo wants Genshin to be. I don't know. I don't get it. Why put in so much effort? It's 90 degrees out where I am. Oh my god. I went swimming yesterday, thank god, because it was so hot. Ugh. I mean, swimming, cool. But as for why you're swimming, not so cool. Parents went on vacation a month ago and they said it's crazy hot, more than usual. I think I would say, okay, again, that depends on like which part of the Philippines they're in, Odd Cookie, but I don't have definitive proof that my gut feeling, or at least like what I feel like is, extreme weather happening, not just in the Philippines, like everyone's talking about it everywhere, right? Extreme weather, it's true, it's happening, it's real, and it is here. It is not in 30 years from now, it is here. So extreme weather, so whenever somebody talks about extreme weather, like let's say in a documentary, they always show footage of they're always showing footage of what's happening like in a storm or in a massive flood or like a fire, a forest fire, whatever. But nobody and because of the way that it's talked about in documentaries or even in YouTube videos, people seem to think that is the only, like, I don't know, like that's what extreme weather looks like. And if it doesn't look like that, then it's not extreme weather. Now, the thing is that I think some people like with a decent education know about, whether you're an adult or a teenager, if you had a decent education, you would understand this concept. That however hot your summer is, that's also how cold your winter is going to be. Like, the other way around. And if you live in a place where it doesn't snow, then that's how rainy your not summer season is going to be. Now, not an issue, right? Rain's not an issue if you have actual proper governments that create and properly create and maintain decent sewage systems. But if you don't, then I'm sorry. During spring, we had 3 different tornado watches. Tornadoes completely skipped my town. Skipped? How does it? Skipped your town like an ad, right to the next town. Both me and my parents were like, "Whoa, oh man." I guess. I guess. There's advertisements aren't completely awful. If you're an ad, then even tornadoes will skip you. But man, too bad about those who did though. Oh, I gotta hold E for that. Oh no, I just got hit a million times in one go. Oh, what? Man, could you imagine Kazuha's E being this short a cooldown? Wouldn't that be awesome? That would be like hold E too, not just press E, but hold E. Ow. Oh, huh. For some reason, I thought that was a lot closer than it actually was. Oh. Ow. Messed up. Just barely got 1,000 on this one. Skill issue. Don't remind me. What's going on here now, by the way? Event. What is this? 2 characters for the stage? What is it? How do I know? Like, what's the point of using my characters if it's just coin collecting? Okay, whatever. Sure. D1 Kaza is amazing. I mean, like, it's, it would have been a lot cooler if it was an extra charge of his E. Wait a moment. I'm so sorry. I got distracted. A mosquito just floated right by my face. Oh, I can switch characters, I guess. Sure. Don't mind if I do. How much do I need here?
いやはっそれ風の行く先をそら
To get max rewards? I don't even know.
いや風の赴くままに風の行く先をそら行こう
Oops.
Yeah. Say.
Ah, that was awful timing. It's just the same thing over and over again. Who gave Hoyoverse confusion? Pokemon reference? Oh man, I'm sorry. I wish I was a bigger Pokemon fan. Then I would actually have gotten that reference. You know, I feel bad that some of the most what's the word I'm looking for? Shoot. Is there dialogue for this? No? That's it? That's just the end of the event? Oh, hang on. Here's arrows. Nope, that's it. That's it. Event's finished. No dialogue even to close it out. Alright, I think I should claim 2 of it. That should give me 3? Yeah, exactly 3. Almost exactly 3. A little bit over 3. Okay, now, which daily would be the fastest? Oh, hey, I'm alright, Ryan. How you doing, man? How about you? How the heck do you play as Genuine? I just spam E. I mean, like, I kinda do also spam E. It's just, I try to, like, not just, you know, not just spam. I try to at least use it strategically, a little bit. You know, with what little strategy I have. Next week, maybe try Beyond Good and Evil. Beyond Good and Evil. Oh yeah, I heard about that game. I heard it's quite good. 20th anniversary. Oh my god, 20th anniversary is. Sorry, Elijah. I don't know how old you are, but like you sound really young, and I bet that game is like older than you. But hey, good on you. Good on you. I hope you enjoy your. Yeah, I hope you have a good time, man. Am I forgetting anything? Oh no. Okay. All right. Be right back, guys. Maybe I need a VV EM Sands, and Goblet with 17 to 20 ER rolls. So my Kazuha will reach 180 ER with 1k EM. Oh my god. What are you trying to do, man? 1000 EM, 180 ER. What do you need that much for? 26. Oh, okay. Wow, you sound a lot younger than you actually are, Elijah. Like maybe it's just your. I guess your very casual nature. I guess. You seem very casual to me. Very chill, very relaxed. And that's good. That's good. Okay, no, I don't think I want to play this. Well, you know what? I guess I will. I kind of thought that maybe it would be boring to you guys, for you guys to be watching the same thing like 3 times in a row, but might as well. Might as well have something to do on stream.
いざよ風の流れる方へ
How do we know when it switches? Oh, too slow. I got hit. Oh, what? That was right on me? I thought that was behind me. Oh, hey, what's up, Mighty? How's it going, man? Have a nice stream. Oh, sorry, there's too many viewers. All 17, nice. Yo, like, I did notice that. We got to 17 for a moment. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Apparently, that's too many people for me to be able to read everybody's messages the whole time. But, hey, cool. We got to 17 viewers for, like... 0.35 seconds there. Need to score 600. Oh, okay. I don't know why I was so pressured to get to 1,000 every single time. But can I just start without picking anything? No. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm on the second account. No Jian Yun here. Okay. I guess Kazo and Yelon were a pretty good combination. Going for Furina. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, wish you luck, Ryan. He's certainly a pretty good choice for any account to have. Like building a perfect Kaza. But man, 1k EM, 180 ER. It's just... It feels like building like a Shangling with like trying to build a Shangling with the same crit ratio as like an Ayaka or what's the word? Nivelette. But then it's Shangling, so she still has the energy thing. You still have to be like 220 or 230 ER, or at least 200 or 210 on her for her to be at least comfy to use. I don't get it, by the way. Like, what is the glowing thing on the side of our screen? Like, is it like some kind of multiplier? Is it like oh, it's the red bar thing up top. But what does it do? Does it mean that I just get more points? I just get more points for each coin? You know what? I could still manage with 160 ER without an ER weapon or ER Sands. Just need to make Kazuha pick some particles. Dude, you are really it sounds like the boredom's gotten to you, man. Oh right, I gotta get 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's it. Rina's a go-to character. Is a go-to character if you like her. 100% get her. Well, try at least. Hey, I wish you luck, Scarlet. Other than okay, now I think Furina is like he's a really good character to have. Like it is like the benefits that you get from having her on your account are so like I wouldn't say irreplaceable. She's not irreplaceable, but it feels so nice having her. Like she like so AoE off-field hydro application. We already have characters like that, right? We already have Kokomi, and we have Mona, and well, kind of Candace, but not really. Sure. But other than that, Kokomi, okay, can have permanent off-field AoE hydro uptime if you give her enough energy recharge, and you practice like just don't forget to refresh your jellyfish, and don't refresh it too early, and don't refresh it too late. But if you mess up, then you lost your permanent hydro off-field uptime. Mona does not have any way to have permanent off-field hydro uptime, but as long as you're running like a very bursty team that can dish out most of its DPS while the like your hydro uptime is going on, then okay, you know, something like an Ayaka team maybe, sure. But then other than that, it's Furina, who just has permanent uptime regardless of whether you can burst every rotation or not. Permanent hydro off-field uptime, and she does the most personal damage between Kokomi. Well, okay, I guess that's arguable because Kokomi can just run TTDS and can like extremely buff someone on the team, and that depends on like how much they buff that character, who that character is, etc. And then Mona has her Omen, and like if you want to completely, you know, if you want to go healerless, completely healerless, then you can have her Omen and TTDS, which could be overall a huge damage increase to the team. And there you have, and then you have Furina, which her buff is already a huge damage increase to the team, along with her personal damage. Now, granted, she doesn't deal that much damage, but she can. Now, granted, you cannot fully utilize her buff without a good team-wide healer, or at least without a character like Neuvillette or Clorinde, somebody to, you know, reduce and or increase your team's HP, or someone on the team naturally without the healing. But even if you can get half of that, I still think is very valuable. So she's not irreplaceable, but she is very valuable despite being not irreplaceable. And she's so comfy to have on an account, like, because like, okay, you want to run, I don't know, like whoever pyro character that you have, or even a hyper bloom team and double hydro, like Xingqiu and Yelan on the same team. Now, let's say you have Kokomi and you have Mona and you have Furina. I doubt that you're gonna run Kokomi or Mona if you have Furina, right? Like, it's just sorry, what is this domain? Oh no, that's the wrong domain. I'm on my second account. I gotta farm this domain. Is it worth to put Furina with Neuvillette even without C1? Is Furina can Furina compensate the damage buff of the third stack of Neuvillette? I think Now, mathematically, I think one or the other is slightly ahead. But then, like, the difference, I think, is so small that they're basically one and the same. I remember, I'm pretty sure this was in Zijef's pre-release. Nivelette free pre-release. Oh, hey, welcome back, Onoko. How you doing, man? Still on this YouTube account, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Zijef included this. Like, he talks about this between C1 Nivelette. If not the pre-release, then maybe the post-release. I believe, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I remember learning. Oops, that's not right. I remember this being confirmed somewhere. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm quite sure about it in my head, but I can't quite remember exactly where I got this information confirmed from. And I'm pretty sure it was from Zijef's pre or post release of Nivelette. Oops. Oh. I cannot control myself, dude. I just can't. I can't control where Clorinde goes when she dashes. There's them both in second half with Jean and Beidou. I can't see the difference with your standard Caesar and Nivelette team. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was correct. Like, having only two draconic stacks on Nivelette and having Furina's buff is basically the same as having no Furina buff and 3 stacks. I became frustrated in my first Chamber Abyss. I used up my Furina funds on the Alhaitham banner. Oh, dude. Okay. Bakudan, sorry. I have a question for you. There's actually quite a few really comfy teams to run this Abyss. If you have a few key characters. So you said you used up your Furina fund, so I'm gonna assume you don't have Furina yet. Okay, so that's already one that you don't have. Okay, basically double hydro hyper boom. That's Fuki or Raiden Shogun, whoever your hyper boom procker is. Your preferred hyper boom procker. Nahida, or whoever your off-field Dendro character is. Nahida just gives you the most DPS. And then Xingqiu and Yelan. And that's it on the first half. And then the second half, Nivelette, Zhongli, or, Beidou, or whoever, right? Somebody who can give you a defensive option, right? Like resistance to interruption, especially if you don't have C1 Nivelette, or a shield, or like resistance to interruption, the most important, or even damage reduction, like Beidou, Zhongli, Dia. Yeah, like one of those characters. Kazuha, again, Nivelette, Kazuha, defensive option, and Furina. It's just like, dude, I was surprised at how basic the teams were, how obvious the teams were to you look at the current lineup in Abyss, and it makes you think like, that team's so obvious. Like, it probably doesn't work, right? I'm sure a slightly more premium team would work, right? But then like I tried it out and I was like, well, oh, what? How is this so? How does this so clear so easily? Like way easier than like way easier. Like it, I basically it made me think, why did everyone think this Abyss was hard? Like everyone's saying this is the hardest Abyss we've had so far. All right. All right. I mean, I'm not sure what I did, but I did something right, I guess. Okay. This would be a lot easier if I went on Alhaitham to find which artifacts he's... Okay, that's gonna be really hard to replace. Oh man, I don't know if I want to replace that. It's copium, but I also don't know if I can replace that or should replace it. Oh no, this is already becoming copium. Especially compared to what I already have on Alhaitham. What is this? Oh, I mean, it's not a useless stat, but come on. Oh my god. Oh man, I hate it when they give me artifacts like this. I don't know whether, like, I don't know if I should throw it away or like, man, I hate it. Thank you though. I mean, it's not absolute garbage, but it's also just barely, like, it's like one of those things that you decide this isn't useful, but it's also not garbage. So I don't know whether to keep it or not. Okay, I highly doubt I have a Dendro Damage Goblet. On set. Yeah, certainly not. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to go with... I don't think I've gotten a double crit EM Sands. Ah, man, okay. Looks like I can't... Yeah, looks like I can't put Alhaitham on 4... what's the word? 4 gilded yet. Absolutely not. I'm losing some crit damage. Losing EM. How much am I losing on the feather though? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be losing a lot on the feather. Hey, is that the one I got? No, I don't think that's it. Oh man, I don't know which one's worse. Just these are awful. Okay, let's see. 4 gilded, but 68, 194. How much did I get again? 46.9, 184, 46.9, 147. I guess that's okay. Not bad. Okay. Alright. Okay, nice. Not bad. You building Fischl? Fischl, I think, is built. I'm sorry, I'm just not sure. I have 3 accounts, so I don't know on which account which character is built or not built. Fischl, I think, is sort of built on this account. Let's see. Take this away. 88. 210 minus 88 is 122. I don't know if this is acceptable. 80 to 122. I guess it is. Sure. Oh, yeah. I guess I could say my Fischl's built. But I think on my main account, though, it's kind of copium. But here, it's okay. Decent feather, not that good. Yeah, I know. But thankfully, though, man, Harbinger is really carrying me. Because, like, 68 plus 28. I mean, you know, granted. Where's there? 68, 147. It's not great. It's, you know, it's not incredible, but it's also not unusable, right? So I don't know. I like the feather certainly could be way better. Actually, it's not terrible. It's just the only bad thing about it is just like they're all low rolls, right? Like 9.7. This is 3 rolls, right? Divided by 3. So this is on average 3.2. 3.2 each roll on average. So, you know, not the lowest, but then the lowest crit rate roll is 2.7. And 3.2 is not very far away from it. 12.4 crit damage, which is like looks, yeah, that's 2 rolls. Yeah, that's 2, which is 6.2 on average. And the lowest crit damage roll is 5.2. No, am I an idiot? Yeah, 5.2, right? I think. No, 5.4. Yeah, 5.4, the lowest crit damage roll. 6.2, just barely above that. So a lot of low rolls. A goblet could be way better. 3 really low rolls into crit damage. No crit rate at all. A lot of attack rolls. Attack is not useless on Alhaitham, but it's also, you know, still could have gone to crit. Would have been better, but hey, can't win them all, I guess. Alright, at least I'm done farming for Alhaitham on this account. Okay, 3rd account now. Got 3 DPS right now, Alhaitham, Nibilet, and Arlecchino. Wait, is this, sorry, what was his name again? Somebody, Baku, yeah. Skara, Ayaka. Okay, I'm gonna show you, hang on. Did you, I'm sorry, I might have missed your message. Bakudan. Don't have decent DPS. Let summons those shields. Pyro, last one. Ruin guard, such a time waste. Double Hydro Hyper Bloom got me. Full stars. Rest of the 12 to 3. But chamber 1. Okay. People say it's hard. It means they can't clear floor 12 phase 1. Yeah, floor, like, it's, I think, objectively, I think this is the hardest abyss ever. I think, just objectively, right? Because not only is there a, what is this? Hey, I haven't done this yet on this account. Crazy. All right, sure, I guess. Oh man, I can't believe I'm gonna have to do the event 3 times in a row in one stream. objectively, it is the hardest abyss that we've seen. So it's got a DPS check, and it's got an element check, and all that HP, the enemy HP, is spread out across so many waves of enemies. And those waves of enemies are also spread out, like, location-wise. Right? Like, they're spread out, like, you know, on where they spawn. A lot. So you kind of have to, you know, you end up having to chase all of them down, and because they all come in waves after the, like, one after the other, so you can't just AoE all of them down at once. On top of that, there's the element check, especially on the chamber 1 second half. So I think, just objectively, it is one of the hardest abysses that we have. So if you are somebody who has, like, straight up just vertically invested into only 2 teams or 2 team archetypes, and one or both of those teams just so happen to be not the teams that are, you know, well suited for the element checks of the current abyss, then yeah, you're screwed. It's gonna be a tough one. But if you happen to be someone who vertically invested, but not, you know, all your investment went into vertical investment, you also horizontally invested into, you know, to the point that you have like 3 or 4 or more different team archetypes that you can choose from, then I think you're fine. Yeah, I can't even do 100Ks consistently. And teams he's supposed to carry, knowing his overall DPS. Great. Mid character only is gets good about him. You know, that's the thing though, is I think Scaramouche is quite a well-balanced character, because like he has his advantages, right? Like he has his overworld advantage that I think nobody can take away from him. Like he is so convenient to have, especially when a new region is coming out. Granted, that depends on the geography of the new region. But in most cases, it is such a godsend to have him. Like, he is so convenient to have. Like, imagine having your exploration team as Yelan, Kazuha, Zhenyun, Scaramouche. Right? Like, what more could you want? I think you're golden. Like, you're gonna save for, like, I don't know, like in your if it takes you like 6 hours to do like full exploration, do all the Archon quests, world quests, etc. in a new region, I think you're gonna save like an hour just by having that team right there. Scaramouche is the overworld exploration Archon. Anyway, I'm sorry, Baco. I must have missed your message earlier, but which of those characters that I mentioned in those two teams that I mentioned do you not have? Maybe we could come up with an alternative to them. It's I hate it when your momentum is just carrying you forward and you ragdoll. And it's so funny to look at though. Okay, I guess I can stop. Yeah, we got 16 seconds. We're already way past 600. Helicopter. Helicopter. So I think Zhao is a better investment than Skara. I mean, Zhao has his downsides too, right? Because like, okay, Skara has his upsides, like his overworld exploration advantages compared to Zhao. Zhao, he certainly has AoE covered. But if you have any flying enemies at all, then Zhao is completely useless. You're just screwed with Zhao. Another thing about Zhao too is not only do you need to build him with, you know, to make him do good damage, but you also have, because his DPS is burst dependent, the good part of his DPS in his kit is burst dependent, then not only do you need to build damage stats, you also have to build ER. And on top of that, you need, okay, so I guess alright, never mind. I was about to say that he needs resistance to interruption or some kind of like defensive option, like a shielder, like a really good shielder. But then so does Scaramouche, I guess, or Wander. But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is like when you're fighting any flying enemies, you're screwed on Zhao. Plus the fact that he is burst dependent, so it's a little harder to build him. And she already looks so cool. It's such a weird contrast to how not good she is. I mean, she's not terrible. Just that they could have made Shiori better, you know, to suit how cool she looks. Damage wise, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Bakudan. When you mentioned damage wise, I was thinking, what is Zhao's highest DPS team? And then I okay, so technically I think with Xianyun's release, I think Zhao now out damages, like his damage ceiling is higher than Wander now with Xianyun's released. But what's funny is that it's not even his Animo team that's his best. And it's just funny to think that an Animo DPS, an Animo DPS's best team is not an Animo team. You know, they should make Space Impact in Genshin Impact. Right? That would... I didn't even think of the name thing. I don't know, like, if you got, you know, how many of you guys know what Space Impact is? But it's a game that came with the Nokia 3315 and 3310. And then I don't know what other Nokia phone it came with. But it came with those, at least those two models. And it was like the only game. Well, not, there was Snake, I guess. But other than Snake, that you had in the mid 2000s, if you had a 3310 or 3315. Alexa and Scara is in the same tier. Just that Scara just has more, is just more comfy to use, but Jianyun. Put Jianyun with Zhao, he will easily beat Scara. DPS wise, Jianyun, Furina, Zhao is insane. Is Scara, Zhao situational units? But without flying enemies, put Jianyun, Furina, Farzan. I think he does more damage than Scara. You can now put Bennett, the other team. That's true. Yes, foreshadowing. See, Genshin Impact became popular. It's foreshadowing. See, Genshin Impact. I was playing Space Impact when I was a kid. Yeah, right. Like, I mean, okay, they've already given us. What event was that? Where didn't we have an event some time ago where it wasn't a third-person perspective. It was a top-down view. Like, I don't know why I'm remembering this. Like, but I can't seem to remember exactly what event it was and when it was. But I seem to recall an event a while back where it was like a top-down view of the game. And they even, like, you know, and they've shown us that they could put in these very, very different game modes in Genshin. Like, they've already shown us like a side scroller type of game in that how do I, like, what event was that? That the puzzle event. It was a puzzle event where you had to move a box, and it was like a side view. It was like a side scroller. It was not the most, you know, not the pinnacle of fun, but it was certainly I think an achievement to come up with that game mode in what you already have here. It just shows that they have really creative developers over there. Ow. There are rumors whoever's making another game, but like Animal Crossing. Oh, I would not put it, you know, I would not. I wouldn't. I would be surprised if they didn't, because, like, isn't the teapot already Animal Crossing? is the Serenity teapot not already basically Animal Crossing? In fact, there was a time that they restricted customizations in the teapot, in the Serenity teapot. And this was right during the like when during the Hong Kong fiasco. It, like, I don't know if you guys remember that, but the China Hong Kong fiasco, where people were what's the word I'm looking for? Rallying? No, not rallying. What's the word? Protesting. There you go. People were protesting in Animal Crossing. They were making their worlds or towns, like however, whatever they're called, and like designing them in a way that would protest. You know, like in accordance with what was going on at the time. And since the Serenity Teapot was basically like a carbon copy of Animal Crossing, I'm going to guess that I heard some rumors that there were like 2 or 3 people that did the same thing in the Serenity Teapot and got banned for it. But there was just rumors. I don't know. Like I've never really heard news where it was confirmed, but just rumors at the time. And even if it was just rumors, like if it wasn't true, I'm willing to bet that Hoyo probably just restricted editing the teapot just to make sure that they don't get the government's attention. Because if you do, it's a big problem. That is a huge problem. Whatever the world makes, China can make it. I mean, basically the world is made in China now. Right? Whatever the world makes, I mean, like, the world itself is made in China. Isn't it? Like, most of the world is already made in China, so, like, how would they not be able to make whatever the world can make? I have so many cats and they love to cause chaos. What do you do with them? Love them. They're cats. We have no choice. Everything is made in China except for Courage. Those are made in where? The pretty famous quote in Twitter for the last few minutes. Oh my god. Oh, speaking of Twitter, by the way, they finally changed. I don't know when it happened. I hardly ever check Twitter, but the only time, like nowadays, the only time I ever open Twitter is like I literally have a bookmark of Genshin's Twitter page on my browser, and that's the only reason why I open Twitter. Even is I just want to see if they tweeted what's the word I'm looking for? Drip marketing for a new character, or if they tweeted like the special program announcements, or if they tweeted the banners. Can't say because it's political. Right. I understood. Hi man, what's good? What's good today, dude? Well, what's good for me is there's something to do on the stream, thanks to the event, which I need to claim, I think, 2 of. 2 rewards of, and yes, perfect. I have something to do on stream, and that's why I'm streaming today, because like, if there wasn't anything to do today, then I would not be streaming. It's just kind of embarrassing, really, to be streaming and doing nothing. Oh, yes, and if I can just, yeah, there they are. The 4.7 second half banners in all their glory. There is some cute background art though. Sigewinne's color scheme reminds me of bubblegum.
なるままにひくらしすずりに向かいて
There's a 5-star right there, Gaming. What's funny though, it's like stat wise and like DPS ceiling wise, he is a 5-star. He does as much damage as Diluc does. Mid banner, but there's Furina. Like Furina, I think is the only reason why anyone would pull on the 4.7 second half banners. Like I can't picture out why anyone would pull for any other characters. So 4 stars, not even Sigewinne. Unless if you're just a whale and like you like 2 things. Sure. What's funny though is I don't remember which video of the which of the Jeff's videos he mentioned this in. He he made fun of the fact that there is a elemental application check in the current Abyss where they're releasing a Hydro character who has very low Hydro application. And it's, you know, not gonna lie, it's kind of funny. It's very like, confusing. Like, why is this Abyss the way it is? Why is there such a huge application check alongside a character who has very low application? Nick Goming is the only DPS in the banner. Sigewinne looks like a knockoff Kokomi. I feel bad. I feel bad that I'm not even trying to shoot down that statement. Because she's a cute character, and I'm sure a lot of very casual players are gonna really like Sigewinne. I feel bad for those players because like they got screwed. They got screwed over, man. Now, okay, granted, I think Hoyo knows this. And I think that's why they occasionally release characters like that, is to avoid power creep. Like, okay, so technically power creep has still been happening. Power creep has not stopped. But if they release good character after good character after good character every single time, every new character was a good character, then they wouldn't have, then the power creep ladder would be going up and up and up and up every single time a new character got released. But, and obviously, nobody wants power creep. I mean, cool, power creep all the way if you're a whale and you're competing against other whales, I guess. But if you're not, then, like, okay, see ya. Next game. Oh, that's not bad. Why did I not raise that yet? Don't have any fodder. Possible siege last minute buff. I mean, okay, I don't remember exactly what our kit does. The most I remember from Sigewinne's kit is that she has this weird part of her kit where she will apply hydro if you just keep holding her aim mode. Like that's all I remember. And then like everything else, all I remember is like something bond of life, healing, and that's it. That's all I remember, I swear. And it's I don't even hear people saying anything. Oh, that's ER. Wait, why is that ER? Why is that ER? Because do I have low? I have some HP. Oh. Oh. Fascinating. Okay. Hydro. Crit damage, crit rate. Wait, sorry. What's my... That's a lot of crit rate. Okay. No wonder I went for it. Okay, so let's try off-piecing this thing. Okay, that's not bad. Why do I even keep that piece? What is that? Hydro, crit damage, crit rate. Okay, sure. Yeah, alright, sure. That's good. And... I still have this thing. Why didn't I switch to this one? Oh, because I would be ER Hydro crit. ER HP. That's copium. Okay. 31k. Oh, pretty good. Oh, yikes. I think that's why I stuck to ER. Because I have no ER substats at all. 0. Oh my. Ugh. Oh man. Anything? Something, please. Okay, how much crit rate can I sacrifice? Okay, I can sacrifice maybe up to 8 or 9 crit rate, sure. 16 ER. 10. 18. That's too much. I can't sacrifice that much. $12. Okay. That's our closest bet. Oops. Feather. That's really good. But let's find some with ER. That's too much. Sacrificing a little too much. HP. ER, give me some with ER. Okay, jeez. All right, I got nothing. 4 ER. Okay, let's try this. Still usable. Okay, a bit more usable now. Granted, I don't know. Okay, I'm on hydro damage now, though. So, I mean, like, man, I don't know if that's even better. I don't know if that's better than my other build. Sorry, Hydro Traveler. We have another marble marble maker for Nivelet. Which is honestly useless for him because he can do it himself easily. Oh man. You know, I think that's yeah, I think I'm gonna call them marbles from now on because like every time I use Zhongli, I end up having to use the word balls. And it always just never it just never stops sounding funny to me. Nivelet's balls. It just never stops sounding awkward to say and funny to hear. I know. I mean, like, I'm a grown man and just, I'm not mature enough. I'm not mature enough to get past that. Alright, let's try switching back. Oh, man. Okay, hang on. Hydro. Okay, I'm gonna write down my stats just so I can actually properly compare them. 3258 HP. Let's see, 76.7, 148.7, 195.6 ER. Okay, and all right, so that is on the hydro damage build. But it's the easy word. I know. It's a lot easier to say. It's one syllable compared to marble, which is 2 syllables. ER. Oh no, which ER? Which ER? Record damage? Which one was I using? Wait, that's Goblet. I think it was this one. Yeah, okay. And then just oh man, I can't seem to graduate from dude, where's my car? Every time I say and then I will never not remember that movie. Hey, welcome back, Ems. Oh man, I have more HP here. More HP, more ER. Oh my god. Yikes. And even more crit damage and more crit rate. No, a little less crit rate, but a little more crit damage. 32, 877. 3, 7, 213. You need to worry about her materials. Don't fret about artifacts. Just build her max. Then after that, you think about her artifacts. Sorry, what do you mean by build her max? You need to worry about her materials, not the artifacts. Sorry, what do you mean materials? Artifacts, last thing you need to think in building characters. Oh, sorry. I'm assuming you're... Are you talking to me, Chokoshu, or... Oh, okay. Sorry. No. My mistake. You were talking to Scarlet. Good for the banner. I can get early Furina. Hey, I wish you luck, Scarlet. Good luck, man. Got an art challenge for everyone in the art channel in RJ's Discord server. Everyone can join, even you, RJ. Art challenge. Let's see. I mean, you said everyone can join. As for art, we have an art channel. I just. Oh, there. Sorry, Ems. What's your name on Discord? Oh, I guess this is you. Breadhead. Cool name. Draw your character persona drinking milk tea with my character persona. Oh my god. Please don't expect us to actually draw. It's gonna take me a while to think about it. To think about like what my character persona would even look like. But that's a cool little challenge. I can't make up my mind. Hey Chokoshu, can you help me make up my mind on these Furina builds? So I have this current build right now, which is on an ER HP crit setup. Has 32,877 HP. It has these ratios with this ER. 0 hydro damage, of course, because it's on an HP goblet. Versus my build that has that is on HP hydro and crit. Has 30,258 HP, which is about 2,600 less HP. Has 76.7 crit rate, so about 2% more crit rate. 148.7 crit damage, which is about 8 crit damage less. 8? No, 7 crit damage less. And 195.6 ER, which is 18 less ER. So less HP, less ER, less crit damage, a little bit more crit rate, and hydro damage, versus more HP, less crit rate, more crit damage, more ER, no hydro damage. Yeah, what do you think, Shokoshu? You know, I think, Ems, I might do the thing on stream. Hang on, how long have we been going? An hour and a half, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna need something to do to fill time. At least just to get the 2-hour mark. Okay, but anyway, I think I'm gonna do that on stream today. But after we talk about the current banners. Does the 190 is the 190 ER enough for you? That's the thing I'm confused about though, because like I remember one of my I don't know on which account, but one of my Furinas is still on or was on 190 ER, or if not 190, 195, somewhere around there. One of my Furinas was on or still is on 190 to 195 ER, and I remember getting into some situations in Abyss that where I lacked not a lot of ER, but like I just, you know, by the time that I rotate back to Furina, I need to start my new my next rotation. That I'm just lacking like a small sliver of small slither of energy, like maybe 1 or 2 more particles. Now, most of the time, that is when I'm fighting a boss in Abyss. You know, because bosses don't drop as many particles as, you know, enemies. Or if I'm fighting Rift Hound, like a lot of Rift Hounds. But I don't remember. No, actually, even with my Furina now on this account, I think has the most amount of energy on Furina, highest amount of ER across all, you know, amongst all my Furinas, and this Furina is on Fav Sword because I don't have Festering here, and I don't know, I don't really want to fish for Flivsond. I think you have to fish for it, I think. So it never became an option. And that's where I'm at. And now I can't recall if I ever had trouble with energy on Furina on this account, or if it was on my other accounts. But I don't know, is it worth it though? Like, to get the hydro damage on Furina, I have 7% less crit damage and 2600 less HP. Like, is the hydro damage goblet even worth it? Because Furina herself gives the whole team a lot of damage percent already. So that's my that's where I'm stuck. I think the build with hydro damage does more damage, but the other one with ER HP crit does slightly more support capabilities. What do you mean? How does it have more support capability? HP Goblet is better than a Hydro Goblet for her. So does the ER HP crit have more HP? Yes, it does. It does. HP Goblet is better than a Hydro Goblet for her. Is it because she already, like, how is it better? Is it because she already gives a lot of damage percent from her buff? Or is there something else that I'm missing?
いい。静粛に。褒美を垂れろ。マイ
光り輝くがいい。お披露目だ。
私は帰ってきた。難攻不落。はっはっふっ。
You know, before I used this team, when I used this team for the first time, I was very surprised at how much damage Mandibulet could do, despite his build being rather lackluster on this account. No, not even on this account. I mean, actually on all my accounts. I got it. And I got hit on Yelan again.
これこそが知恵の伝道。覚えたわよ。
Her buffs gives a lot of damage percent, and her sub DPS kills on HP as well. Yeah, that's true. And and that's really the thing that's like, you know, dividing me, that has me split on those two builds, because they're just barely better or worse than each other. And because they're just barely better or worse than each other, like, I think I need actual math to know exactly which one is truly better than the other. And even if I do the math, I think I'm just gonna be disappointed, because I'm probably gonna see like a 1 or 2%. One will be just 1 or 2% better than the other. Oh, the marbles expired. There's a difference between those builds. Have a little. You can't go wrong with the other, but preferably ER. HP is better because she got too much buffs anyways. I guess so. And yeah, I guess the higher ER just makes it so that I'm slightly less likely to not have enough energy. Like, there will be slightly fewer situations where I will have not enough energy to burst for my next rotation. And the problem with Furina is like she is not burst reliant to do her most basic job, which is to apply hydro, but her most important job. Oh no, I think the Hydra app is still one of her most important jobs, but her the most significant part of her kit, which is to give the giant buff. Giant buff for the entire team is, like, it is burst dependent. And if I can't burst, then I'm not getting the most important part of her kit.
風を知れそこだ
迎え僕の山本にガジャー
難攻不落風の赴くままに静粛に大松となるがいい
Wow, it just broke through my shield.
Hmm. 騒ぐ風を知れはっ岩山八九世界の熱狂の渦にお披露目だ私は帰ってきたマイ静粛に
Oh, I just canceled that one. That was awful.
迎え僕の山本にガジャー
大松となるがいい差し支えない
Oh, yikes.
剣女盤石風そこだ
Also, I think one of her talents wants you to build more HP because it boosts the damage of the skill. One of her talents boosts the damage of her skill. Makes this the HP boosted. Okay, now that you mentioned that, I do remember something like that. Okay, personal damage skills with HP, healing skills with HP. So this is the initial hit. The attack, if characters more than 50% HP are nearby, members will increase the current. If characters with more than if characters with more than 50% HP are nearby, the members will increase their current attacks power based on number of such characters consumed. So what is this? Whoa. Wait. Okay. AoE damage based on HP. Remembers. Bubbly, okay, armored, alright. They will attack nearby opponents, intervals, prioritizing target of the active character, dealing hydro damage based on max HP. When they attack, if characters with more than 50% HP are nearby, the members will increase their current attacks are based on a number of such characters. Oh, okay. Alright, so that's not, I don't think this is what you're talking about. That's the healing part of it. Let's see. Stage, deal damage. Nearby enter universal in the state. During this time, when nearby party members' HP increases or decreases, one fanfare will be granted. Furina, percentage point. Okay, HP changes. Same time Furina will increase the damage dealt by and incoming healing. Based on the amount of fanfare she has, when duration ends, Furina's fanfare will be cleared. Okay. Fanfare. Okay. When the active character in your party receives healing, source healing is not Furina herself, and the healing overflows, then Furina will heal nearby party members 2% of their max HP. Once every 2 seconds for the next 4 seconds. Okay. Every 1,000 points, Furina's max HP can buff the different Archon Alliance, and Solitaire. Following ways increase members' damage. Ah, okay. I think, yeah, this is it. So 0.7% every 1,000 HP. 7% more, I guess, damage multiplier up to a max of 28%, which would be 40k. Yeah. So it is ideal to take Furina all the way to 40k HP, but if you're sacrificing other stats for that, then it's not ideal anymore. Just as long as you get up to, yes, 40k HP is the max for this. So right now I'm not even maxed out on this. I'm just, 32. But yeah, that's 32. Hang on. My brain isn't working anymore. So 0.7. Oops. This thing. Okay. (32 times 0.7 is 22.4. Yeah, so I'm not even maxed out on this. 22.4. Yeah, so 40k is the straight up max for this passive. Aberrant cooldown. What? By 30%? Aberrant. Oh, okay. It's the underwater skill cooldowns are faster. Did you just put ER in her signature? Why they didn't put it so sad? You know, who came out first? Furina or Neuvillette? Wasn't it Neuvillette that came out first? Neuvillette came out first. Okay. Well, if that's the case, 4.2. Okay, Furina came out in 4.2, and Neuvillette came out in 4.1. So that means they already had. Okay. All right. Here's a very good example of what I want to talk about. Where is she? Okay, here. So, signature weapons on some characters, no, on many 5 stars, are not the, I'm doing air quotes now, the best weapons for them. Like, for example, on a character like Shinha, her signature weapon, Calamity Queller, might give us the highest potential damage buff that you could get from Shinha. But if you... Oh dear. What's going on? Okay. But if you don't have enough energy recharge, then you won't be able to use her burst every rotation. Now granted, her burst is not very important. Her buff is... like, it comes from her skill. But you do kind of get something from her burst as well. I believe it was... resistance shred, I believe. Oh hey, what's up, Luap? How you doing, man? Yeah, I think it was resistance shred that you get from her burst, which is not insignificant. It's also not it's not the majority part of her buff, but it's not nothing. But the problem with her signature weapon is it doesn't have any energy recharge, which means you're gonna have to somehow come up with a build for her on the 4-piece artifact set that you want her to be on, if you need her to be on, and somehow have attack, sands, goblet, and circlet to get the highest buff that you could potentially get, and have enough energy recharge solely from your substats to be able to burst every rotation. And that's not an easy thing to do, especially because of the way that when the game started, and like for the first few years of Genshin, we've been programmed to essentially look for nothing except for crit rate and crit damage in our substats. And when we get an artifact that has like 29 energy recharge, immediately feed it to the next artifact. So yeah, we have most 5 stars signature weapons are just like that. They don't take into account the potential of them being burst reliant, like Zhao, for example, right? Like Zhao is very burst reliant, but we don't see any energy recharge in his weapon. Who else? Eula, I think. I don't remember what Broken Pines does, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have anything to do with energy recharge. But Eula is energy hungry. And then we have characters like Neuvillette and Jianyun, who have signature weapons that are like this, that do take into account energy. Two-piece attack and you're good to go. I guess so. Yeah, just attacks, goblet and circlet. Anyway, sorry SKD. We might take a look at it in a minute. Do you need help with anything specific? Or are you just trying to flex your account? Yeah, SKD, you need any, do you have any question in particular about your Yelan? I mean, I'm looking at it right now. I just haven't shown it on the screen yet. Yeah, if you have a question about it or anything that you're not sure about your build, then let us know. We'll talk about it. But yeah, right, we have characters like Jianyun and Neuvillette, whose signature weapons actually take into account energy. They regenerate some energy for them. And what's funny is Neuvillette isn't even burst reliant, like kind of, but not really. But he generates a lot of energy for himself already. Right? So in Jianyun's case, it makes sense because her buff is burst reliant. You can't, she's basically useless if you don't burst every rotation. But then we have characters like Furina, who does need energy recharge. Now, granted, her lowest energy recharge requirement, team and or enemy lineup, is not very high. I think she can get away with like 140 ER in the best team possible, and like fighting the best enemy lineup possible for her energy situation. But her worst energy situation, team and enemy wise, I think she needs, I don't know, at least 200, maybe more. Kind of like Shangling. So it's kind of crazy that they didn't take into, they didn't include energy recharge in her signature weapon. Yeah, and that's why I asked if who came first, the chicken or the egg. No, Nivelet or Furina. Because if Nivelet came out, then that means that they did come up with the idea of putting energy recharge in a signature weapon before Furina came out. But they just decided not to put it on Furina's signature weapon. I think this is a new mechanism. They started adding energy. They did, yeah. But then, like, I don't know. What's weird is that so Chokoshu mentioned earlier, it's sad that Furina's signature weapon doesn't have energy recharge, and that's actually why, like, I immediately asked, did Nivelet come out before Furina? Because I'm pretty sure Xianyun came out after Furina, but I just wasn't sure who came out, who was released, between who was released earlier between Furina and Nivelet. Because Nivelet's weapon has something similar to it as well. Similar to Xianyun's weapon. Like, look at this, right? Xianyun's weapon, nearby party members hit opponent with plunging attacks. It will restore 2.5 energy to the equipping character. Right, so you'll regenerate energy to Xianyun. And I believe Nivelet has something similar to this. Let's see. I need to... Where's the... Okay, there's OBS. Do the Chrome thing. Incognito. Okay. There we go. What is it called again? Okay. Tomb of Tome? I guess this Tome. Yeah, Tome of Eternal Flow. That is tiny. Okay, there it is. So HP is increased. Okay. Increases charge stack damage. Okay. So 3 stacks can be triggered. Okay, so when you have 3 stacks or refresh a third stack, third stack's duration, 8 energy will be restored. So you have some form of energy generation from Nivelet's weapon. Which is, like, I don't know, like, apparently they already came up with this idea before Furina came out, and yet they still, again, they decided not to put something like this into Furina's signature weapon. Furina's, from what I remember, is just strictly, like, improving the buff. What was it called again? Ah, there it is. I think it was solely per personal damage and buffing others. Different characters, HP increases or decreases. Elemental skill damage will be dealt. Yeah. So this one's for personal damage. 3 stacks. First can triggered once every 0.2 seconds. The other party member is currently increasing. Okay. Pin characters max HP. Be increased by. Okay. It can be triggered. Okay. So yeah, it's just straight up Furina's personal damage. Okay, well, I'm gonna assume that SKD is gone, hasn't responded or anything. If you're not gone yet, if you're still here, then, let us know. Then we'll talk about your Yelan. Yeah, so Furina's just straight up for personal damage. Alright, well, anyway, I guess it should be time for us to talk about the 4.7 second half banners. I mean, there's not really much to talk about. I guess, okay, Sigewinne, healer, slightly different healing mechanics. She doesn't just straight up, her healing doesn't just straight up scale off of HP or something, but basically a healer. Not a lot of hydro application. So I don't know. Like I'm trying to be generous, and like I'm thinking really hard for reasons why people would pull for Sigewinne. At least objectively. Obviously, if you're subjectively, if you like Sigewinne, then sure you're gonna pull for it if you can afford to. Um, but objectively, I can't think of an excuse. Can't think of any reason at all. As for the 4 stars, then there's nothing special really, honestly. So okay, I guess Gaming has the potential to be a pretty good on-field DPS. Even at C0, he outputs about as much DPS, or at least he can output about as much DPS as a C0 Diluc. But then Diluc isn't really. He isn't exactly the golden standard for DPS anymore. So dealing as much damage as Diluc is not exactly a compliment in 2024 Genshin. But I guess it's impressive for a 4 star. And I don't know. I don't think I mean that's sort of the best I can do when talking about Gaming is like saying, okay, he's not a bad 4 star. But then if you're looking for an on-field damage dealer, then if you're investing into an on-field damage dealer, then it's likely that you are trying to invest in a long-term on-field damage dealer, and by long-term I mean like one that you'll still be using 2 or 3 or 4 years from now, even after playing very actively and getting a lot of new characters. But Gaming just isn't one of them, and it's not because his kit is bad. I think it's just mostly because he's a 4 star and he has 4 star stats and therefore 4 star multipliers. But but because he has a quite a unique playstyle, if you enjoy his playstyle, then I think you'll be very happy to know that his damage ceiling is actually endgame capable. But you're gonna have to put in a bit more effort into building Gaming for endgame than you would another top tier 5 star on field damage dealer. I love Gaming. He hits some decent numbers on my account. Yeah, he does really. He does. Like if you put him in a vape team or a melt team. Now Rosaria. I I still think Rosaria is one of the better cryo characters in the game. Like even with the even if we include the list of cryo, if we include 5 stars in the list of cryo characters, I think Rosaria has been one of the better ones. She has decent multipliers for a 4 star. She has pretty good cryo application. Now, granted, the disadvantage of it is circle impact. You are limited to where she drops it, or like where you put it down. But it's pretty decent numbers. Yeah, and like it's not crazy fast, but it's also fast enough that you might be able to melt consistently on a slower pyro applying pyro character, like a Gaming, for example, or even a Diluc. And on top of that, if you build her well, she'll actually do decent damage. I'm so sorry. It's getting late. I don't know why Noelle is on this banner. Oh, you know what? I know why Noelle's on this banner. Because Furina actually made Noelle not a lot more significant, but a little less insignificant. Yeah, like I'm sure there are like a handful of players who built Noelle for the first time ever when Furina came out. Where's Kave and Charlotte? Okay, I don't know about Charlotte, but Kave has been getting memed on for some time now. Because we haven't had a Kave in a banner in a very long time apparently. So he's getting memed on. So I don't know about Charlotte though, but is Charlotte in the same boat as Kave? I think they might be saving Kave for Emily. That's possible. That is possible actually. Yeah, yeah, because I heard that Emily is going to be off-field Dendro. They became an NPC. There's some rumors of Kave and Emily potentially being related. You mean like lore-wise? I guess they are both scholar. Well, is Emily a scholar? She looks okay. Maybe this is just me. Maybe it's just the design, but like she looks like some sort of alchemist to me, or like if not an alchemist, then a chemist, because she has a very Lisa vibe to her. All field Dendro is better than Benny. Benny is better than Shangling. Better than Kave. Okay. Hmm. I mean, oh yeah. Some other rumors that I'm hearing about Emily is that she's going to be more of a burning character. Um. Now, if that's the case, I'd be a little disappointed because her kit is probably not going to synergize. If that's the case, then her kit's probably not going to synergize well with our current existing lineup of Dendro characters, or sorry, Dendro teams. She's a perfumer. All right, perfumer. Oh, she's like a Ying from Liyue, right? She's like Ying from Liyue, that really sus NPC from the Liyue Archon quest. Do you guys remember her? Some of the most sus dialogue in the whole game, even to this day. The rumors come from Kara's mother. You were apparently going to Fontaine, hence the relation. Okay. So, like, they're half siblings? Oh my god. We have step siblings in Genshin. What does this mean? Honestly, I was kind of curious to try out Noelle with Furina when Furina came out. Because I don't know, like, Noelle's kit, it does line up quite well with Furina's kit as well. The only reason why I didn't try her out is that I've never farmed the what was that domain again? For some reason, the word bolide keeps coming to mind, but it's not the bolide set. It's the husk, something husk. Yeah, the husk set. I've never farmed this domain, and I'm not about to. I'm not about to, because that domain is just awful. Just lost my Alhaitham 50-50 to Jean. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's awful. That's awful. Well, I mean, at least you've only lost. At least you've only lost your 50-50 to Jean 4 times, and not 7 times like I did. And this is a free-to-play account. Now, granted, at least this account, this account loses a lot of 50-50s. At the very least, I haven't lost it to some less savory standard 5 stars. Oh, hey, what's up, Shinrin? What do you mean? It's the best domain for getting crit stats on your on your Kokomi. Oh, Ocean Hued Clan Piece is having the best CV. Oh, stop it. Don't remind me of my maiden set. My maiden's pieces. I don't. I think they're on my main account. But, oh no, it's not there. Farming for very distant rare way back then was kind of painful. Kind of painful. To be fair, if I got her C6, I'd definitely build her. But she getting benched while I'm still bitter. Oh, well, understandable. Well, okay, man. If you have Jian Yun too, like, it's kind of more disappointing that if you have Jian Yun and a C6 Jean on your account, I think you'd still be benching Jean, really. Like, really, I think that's what I think, is that's what I've been doing. Every time I use Furina and I need an Animo healer to be my team-wide healer, even if I'm not running a plunge team, I would still use Genyun. But not gonna. I cannot say that I did not enjoy the first couple of months after I got C2 Gene, because at the time I was still running Eula, and even in the overworld I was sort of having fun using C2 Gene. Like, Eula seemed a lot more fun to use in the overworld with C2 Gene. What was my team again? I don't remember. I didn't have Kazuha yet at the time. So who did I use? Or did I? Did I have Kazuha already? I think it was something like this. Wow, not gonna lie, those two look good. Yeah, true. I have C1 Jianyun with her signature. Oh. Oh, dude. Even if the day that you get C6 Jean comes, which I hope it doesn't, because that means you will you would have lost so many 50-50s when that day comes. But even if you do, I don't know. I think she's still getting benched. Best of luck, bud. I just wished everything on Alhaitham banner. Do you really need Alhaitham? Do you even have a build for Alhaitham ready? Hopefully I can get Furina. Oh man. Furina is certainly a character that I think I can live without on any of my accounts, on all of my accounts, but it is very refreshing to have her. Maybe we need to wait 1,000 years till we rerun Furina. No, she's an Archon. Archons are, at least, what's the word I'm looking for? Statistically, yeah. Archons have so far been statistically, Archons so far in Genshin have statistically had more reruns than non-Archons. And this is why I really liked. I quite enjoyed having C2 Jean, because I get to walk faster, I get to run faster, and I get to normal attack a lot faster than normal. I think they're counting her as an Archon because they broke the pattern with her not rerunning 4 patches after her release. They did? Really? Wait, I didn't notice. Okay, Furina 4.2. Oh yeah, that's right. I still have this open. Okay. So 4.2. And then okay. This is 4.1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm sorry. I was just shocked that I kind of forgot. I completely forgot about that. That, statistically, Furina should have had a rerun in 4.6 to, at least, especially compared to all the other Archons so far, who've gotten a rerun exactly 4 patches right after their initial release. And here we are with Furina. 5 patches after her initial release. But they did do that with Neuvillette. Really? Let's see. 4K. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dia, Rosaria, Kazuha, Genyun. Dia, Rosaria. What? Oh, no. Rosaria. Rosaria gives you faster speed at night. What does Dia do? Oh. It's the opposite. It's the opposite of Rosaria. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's so okay. That's so cool. So, all right. I was confused. I was like, why Dia? Why Rosaria? And then I remembered Rosaria gives a speed boost at night. And, well, here we are. Dia gives a speed boost in the day. So is it also... Does it cover, like, all the hours? 6 to 1800. How about Rosaria? If I can find her. There she is. Okay, I did find her. 6 to 18. 18 to 6. Oh! There you go. You have all 24 hours covered. Iscaria, Sayu, Rosaria, Dia. Oh, that's... Oh, dude, you covered... You got a lot of stuff covered with that team. Exploration teams: Nivelette, Kazuha, Genyun, and Wander. Nivelette, Kazuha, Genyun, Wander. Oh, Kazuha, Genyun, Wander. Okay, and then Nivelette. Nivelette, just to deal with some quick DPS, and Kazuha just makes it even easier. And then Wander, just in case you run out of marbles for Nivelette. That's pretty cool. A very premium team, though. All limited 5 stars. A very premium team, but I get the synergy, yeah. Didn't Gaming have some sort of self-healing, if I recall correctly? Like he has a bit of a similarity to Clorinde that way, I think, with his burst. Oh yeah, like when the burst is active, and I believe it was like every time this thing comes back to you, skill takes away his... Oh, his burst heals. I see. I get it. Okay. Gaming actually does have a bit of synergy with Furina. Yeah, the 4.7 second half banners. Pretty easy choice. Pretty easy choice. Now the difficult choice now is whether you go for Furina and completely skip these two. Well, anyway, the Clorinde is a very attractive character, but she's not a very sought after character objectively. She's very sought after, but objectively, no. Whereas Alhaitham, certainly one of the one of the highest tier on-field damage dealers in the game, but he does require at least a decent team to make him really shine. But otherwise, he's a very good on-field damage dealer. So I think the biggest question now is, well, Clorinde isn't bad, and I think if you like her gameplay, I think is a little more fun to more people. I think it's more likely to be fun for more types of players, because it's almost like a plug and play type of play style where it just works. But in in return for that, he's not as strong number wise. What is Sigewinne's niche? I don't even remember, man. All I remember is that she applies very little hydro and something bond of life, something healing. That's all I remember, really. I guess what we could do is we could go over to Genshin's YouTube channel, Impact, and then review what they said about her kit from the special program. Oh, there. Mm,
She has a cold and stern exterior, and her spotless battle record has earned her renown throughout Fontaine.
here.
Bubble gun and the giant syringe.
Her kit looks really fun.
I know, but if that's the syringe she uses on her patients, I can see why they might be nervous about getting sick.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, sometimes you gotta take your medicine. And since she's the head nurse at the Fortress of Meripede, Sigewinne wants everyone to stay healthy. She believes that taking care of your body is the most important proper rest. I like when she fights. Well, Sigewinne is a hydro bow user. Her normal attack unleashes up to 3 consecutive attacks. During the second and third attack, Sigewinne takes out a pill and tosses it at her opponent.
I saw that in the demo. It's like she's literally telling her opponents to take their medicine.
Look at the size of that thing.
She can make aimed shots using her charged attack. Once the shot is
Oh,
held
there.
and fully
See, this is the thing that I was talking about. It's so weird. It's so unnatural. Like, it's unique, cool. It is on-field hydro application by a bow user by not using your charged attack.
charged, Sigewinne's bow will fire slow-moving ministration bubbles, dealing hydro damage to her target. Just make sure not to release her arrow. Oh, and also, Sigewinne uses a specially made bubble gun to fire a giant bolstering bubble bomb during her elemental skill, Rebound Hydrotherapy. The projectile bounces between nearby opponents, dealing hydro damage to anyone it touches and restoring HP to all nearby party members, well, except for Sigewinne herself. Sigewinne will be healed a certain amount of health when the bolstering bubble bomb disappears, which is based on her max HP.
Bolstering bubble bomb. Say that 3 times fast.
Okay, so apparently she's a HP scaling healer. At least to herself. It's been confirmed that she's an HP scaling healer to herself. So it's a sort of single target hydro on-field damage. Okay, but I guess it doesn't have to be on-field. Because you can swap out as soon as the bubble leaves your hand. So every time it bounces and bounces off an enemy, it'll heal your entire team except Sigewinne, who will be healed only when the bubble's gone.
Please don't make me.
You know, travelers could have a bubble blowing contest with their Sigewinnes. Would that be great? You can have that idea for free.
It's exactly
It's a
like
great
blowing
idea.
bubbles. The longer
It's just for maximum disrespect before killing enemies is killing them slowly, painfully, embarrassingly.
you hold her elemental skill, the larger the bubble grows. Once the projectile is released, it will gradually decrease in size as it bounces around. The bigger the bubble, the greater the damage and healing effect. And if a large bubble hits a weaker enemy, they'll be trapped inside.
Whoa.
Guys, it's like she's trapping them in a cage of kindness.
Like the Hydro
you can tell
Business?
she cares about them. Her bedside manner is so strong.
Hey, wait a second. Are those the orbs that Nivelette drops? It looks like Sigewinne creates 2 source water droplets when she fires a bubble. And it looks like she gains a bond of life when she touches them? How does that work?
I can explain that as well. Since she has training as a nurse, Sigewinne understands how to make the most of a dire situation. Her elemental skill creates source water droplets, and Sigewinne can give herself a bond of life by absorbing them. When that bond of life is cleared, Sigewinne can regain some elemental energy based on the value of that water droplets, and Sigewinne can give herself a bond of life by absorbing them. Sigewinne understands how to make the most of a dire situation. Her elemental skill creates source water droplets, and Sigewinne can give herself a bond of life by absorbing them. When that bond of life is cleared, Sigewinne can regain some elemental energy based on the value of the bond of life.
Neat.
I see. Okay, so apparently her bond of life mechanic is more to just help out with her energy.
So Sigewinne's healing can nullify her bond of life, and she can restore energy for herself.
Nice.
That's right. While the bond of life is hazardous to most people, it can actually be perceived as a real advantage for Sigewinne. After she unlocks her talent, Detailed Diagnosis, Thorough Treatment, Sigewinne's healing will be increased based on the total bond of life values across all the characters in her party.
Oh, thank goodness.
After hazardous to most people, it can actually be perceived as a real advantage for Sigewinne. After she unlocks her talent, Detailed Diagnosis, Thorough Treatment, Sigewinne's healing will be increased based on the total bond of life values across all the characters in her party.
Oh, thank goodness. Sounds like a Melusine can make the bond of life a lot less scary.
After using her elemental burst, total
Okay, I'm
talent.
sorry. I'm nodding off here. I'm just, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I keep going back 5, 10, 15 seconds.
Detailed Diagnosis, Thorough Treatment, Sigewinne's healing will be increased based on the total bond of life values across all the characters in her party.
Oh, thank goodness. Sounds like a Melusine can make the bond of life a lot less scary.
So she just heals more if she has more bond of life.
After using her elemental burst and absorbing nearby source water droplets, Sigewinne will use the syringe to spray enemies in front of her. This attack deals continuous hydro damage.
Wait, that's so cute. Even her attacks are a form of medical
A
treatment.
huge syringe.
Yeah, I mean, hey, she just wants everyone to be as healthy as possible.
Yeah, right? Sigewinne wants every patient to get a proper amount of rest. After unlocking her passive talent requires appropriate rest, unleashing her elemental skill will also trigger the semi-strict bed rest effect.
Oh.
This effect will grant her a hydro damage bonus and several stacks of convalescence. When non-active characters deal damage with their off-field elemental skills, Sigewinne can consume a stack of convalescence to increase that elemental skill damage.
Ooh.
I like how it's only semi-strict.
Damage bonus trigger the talent requires appropriate rest. Unleashing her elemental skill will also trigger the semi-strict bed rest effect.
Oh.
This effect will grant her a hydro damage bonus and several stacks of convalescence. When non-active characters deal damage with their off-field elemental skills, Sigewinne can consume a stack of convalescence to increase that elemental skill damage.
Ooh.
I like how it's only semi-strict. It's like, you know, not super strict, because she couldn't be super strict.
Just a little.
How do we know I've helped all the Melusines in the Marusa village? Good question. Very good question. That I don't know the answer to. I'm sorry. I wish I knew, man. It's It's okay. Helping all the Melusines sounds like a very exploration type thing. And how I check whether or not I've gone for a certain chest or puzzle or something in exploration. I generally watch someone's video of it, 100%ing like an entire region, and then I follow every single one. And then I don't go to the ones that I specifically 100% remember doing, um, but I just kind of wait around for the ones that I haven't done. No, I'm starting to fall. I'm starting to dream here, man. All right, I think that's it for today, man. I'm beat. I got no more juice in the tank. I'm spouting out nonsense. So is there covalescent stacks? Got a trigger quota?
Little
Trigger
stack
quota.
of characters, damage bonus, and semi-strict requires appropriate rest. Unleashing her elemental skill will also trigger the semi-strict bed rest effect.
Oh.
This effect will grant her a hydro damage bonus and several stacks of convalescence. When non-active characters deal damage with their off-field elemental skills, Sigewinne can consume a stack of convalescence to increase that elemental skill damage.
Ooh.
I like how it's only semi-strict. It's like, you know, not super strict, because she couldn't be super strict.
Just a little.
Wow, so it seems like the
Got a trigger quota. Sorry, what do you mean by trigger quota, Shinrin? Hello, RJ. Konnichiwa. Hey, what's up, Shuri? You came at a very sleepy time, man. But hey, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you stopped by. Like Gunjin's. Oh yeah. It's possible. It's possible that they give her a trigger quota. But you know what? Like I'm listening to her kit right now, and it it sounds so underwhelming. And yet I can't help but feel like they're gonna give her multipliers that actually make her do some personal damage. You know, sort of like how Furina is mostly a support character, but she also does like a non insignificant amount of damage. I get stickers and stuff. The more Melusines it helped too, doesn't it? Oh, redeem codes? No, no. We're just rewatching the special program, Shuri. This was from this was 4 weeks ago. I'm just rewatching it so that to review a little bit of what Sigewinne's kit is all about.
the Bond of Life mechanic is pretty integral to both Sigewinne and Clorinde's kits.
Mm-hmm.
That sure was a lot of information, though.
Oh, yeah.
I can't
What was that about
Wow,
Clorinde?
so it seems like the Bond of Life mechanic is pretty integral to both Sigewinne and Clorinde's kits.
Mm-hmm.
That sure was a lot of information, though.
Oh, yeah.
Mm. Okay, yeah, I still don't get it about Sigewinne. It's like she has a part of her kit that buffs. but it still kind of doesn't make sense. So I think she's gonna do some personal damage, or at least like you can make her do some personal damage, and she's not just a strictly support only character. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry guys. I think
穏やかな
that is
雰囲気とても好きです
I think that's it for me today. My head is about to fall off my shoulders. Oh boy. Anyway, if you're looking for support, I think in 4.7, I think Furina is a pretty good character to go for. I mean, obviously the only other one would be Sigewinne, but I would at least, from what we understand the game so far, I would recommend Furina 99 times out of 99 times over Sigewinne if you're looking for support in 4.7. But obviously the first half 5 stars are both on-field DPSs. So if you enjoy that type of playstyle, then you can do your research which one you would prefer. Stronger overall damage, but slightly kind of boring to play. Another thing too is like you're gonna have to learn, like if you are a super casual player, it's gonna be annoying for you to have to learn to hold E every single time when you use his E to maximize the damage that you can get out of him. Whereas Clorinde's kind of just works out of the box. Take it out of the box, it just works. Right, press E, hold down the left mouse button, and then press E every time she attacks 3 times, and then attack, E, attack, E. So a little more similar to Deluxe. At least not Deluxe Plunge playstyle, but his classic playstyle. Minion village. You can ignore the first part. Now the question is, when you say mini, is it just because she's small, or is it because she does a lot less? I feel like the best team for her is Furina, Albedo, and Chiori. Furina, Albedo, and Chiori. all off-field damage dealers. Double Electro with Yai, official to on-field there for maximum disrespect. Oh man. Anyway, I'm sorry guys. I think that's gonna be it for me today. My head is falling off my shoulders, really. Like, actually. Like, to where, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been spouting out nonsense every now and then. Anyway, for those of you who need help building your characters, building your accounts, making a decision which banners to pull for, feel free to join our Discord server. Links are in the description of all my videos, VODs, and streams, and in the pinned message in YouTube chat. If you want my opinion specifically, you can ping me over there. My name is Elvis Einstein on Discord, but of course you can ask for other people's opinions too. Thank you guys so much for coming by, hanging out, and being awesome people. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and take care, everybody. Bye guys. Oh, bye. Been fun finding the stream channel. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself over here, Finn. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Bye everyone.